if you want it, don't want it. Yeah, let's go. So, tell me if you want it, don't want it. Picture ain't nothing special. Look in the mirror, it's so far from it. All in once, my love. I said my heart's full, I ain't got no storage. Just being honest. Those are asking for shit, I can't promise. Said she ain't no stuff, I'm a balls on her tongue, like how ironic. She did have some tempting brain. When she gave me a whole lot of knowledge. Eat all man cash, had to shake man down, like empty your pockets. Bro said I change drill, I'm trying to get rich, they ain't got to show homage. They wanna do me like Emmett Till, so I keep a big one in my closet. Ran off on a plug once, I shouted him again, but he ain't dumb. Bitch, I'm in my zone, if girl get fucked enough till you get lungs. She can use her throat, but she can't get blown, cause there ain't no bum. Fit chased, you fucked her up, fifth gear, nearly sped out her luck. On top it was nuts, she up third gear, nearly sped out her nut. Behind the bush I'll start, show me it's clear, I'll get up and cut. She had a bush like, you can't hold back till you get that cut. This ain't no toy, play games ain't gonna get caught. Long beat, I was tired, I laid back in a bitch on cruise. Had a dark thoughts, like he put me in my mood. The black one, that's a black one, that's blacker than you. Cause you know what they say, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Let me fly away, pack your stuff, we ain't coming back soon. He was talking brave, up close he was changing his tune. She had an acceptable face, but the beauty he just couldn't do. Speaking to bro in the jail, if I leave any trace, I'm seeing you soft. Every time I shut my eyes, I can't rest with a lot. I can see past their disguise. Yeah, they talk a good game, time to play, they run and hide. They told me they're gonna ride, I don't think they're gonna slide. So, are you gonna slide with me? Slide with me. Are you gonna slide? I'm trying to offend, I ain't trying to get nicked. But you know it's done when they throw you the time. I'm trying to offend, you ain't trying to get rich. I'm a sick man, but my money looks fine. If you see getting your bits, I'll do your change. I'll never spare your life. Let me try to keep that bitch, never get those things that money can find. Don't make me straight action, we don't do no burn and grind. We can find in the face with passion, and I know that in us and right. Come with fake transactions. On another don't free all the guys. They ain't never got man down, but I can't say they ain't tried. She couldn't even last 2 rounds. I don't walk in with a box fine. Hold in 10 seconds. Make a friend with mine. Shit back on go when you're a pain. Let me give it a try.
I chop in the up and Billy, bet no glass, balls in the window, all black jack,